Hey there, boys and girls of the YouTube world. Today, Duff Dog and I are going to see if we can't get this 1954 International R110 running for the first time in 57 years. That's right, this thing has been parked since 1968. This thing is actually a really, really good pickup. The tailgate has been damaged and bronzed up because it's been flipped open and hit the custom hitch on the custom bumper, but I don't hate it, and it's actually pretty robust, and it doesn't have a tailgate hole cut into it for dumping grain out, so that's nice. It's got a steel bed floor. It's in surprisingly good condition. It does have a couple of holes up there, but not too shabby considering this pickup's, what, 72 years old? Got a few whammies in the fender. I threw some hubcaps on it. Unfortunately, the three on this side are Ford hubcaps. The spare tire is not gonna hold air, but it's got some killer patina. It's got a killer green color to it. Got a bunch of lichens still on it. We haven't even pressure washed it. The cab is still fresh with mouse house. Anyway, this thing should have a 200 cubic inch inline six overhead valve, 6-cylinder, and a 4-speed transmission, cranking out a whopping 100 horsepower. This hood swings either way, and if you unlatch both sides, you can take the whole thing off. Come on, unlatch. Oh yeah. What was that? All the accessibility. Let's take a look, see what we're working with. No flexi hose, no breather cap on the valve cover. That's disappointing. Check out that shut-off valve for the heater. No air conditioning, wasn't even an option. Speaking of international, they were keeping their international all international. Check out that international low maintenance battery. That's been in there probably since 1968. You can tell by the way it's got 3 caps on there that she's a 6-volter. And to go with that 6-volt battery, it's got a generator. Pretty much all the other manufacturers in 55, 56 went to 12 volt, and then alternators came out in the mid-60s or so. Oh, look at that. She's even got hood prop rods. Yeah, that's right, plurilar. One on each side. Got a canister type oil filter. It's missing our spark plug wires, but the coil is still there, so that's a good one. Got hydraulic brakes. I think those came out in the 30s. Even got ourselves a Holley carburetor hiding below that oil bath air cleaner. We interrupt your regular scheduled shenanigans to bring you this Mortske merch minute. That's right, we got a new merch drop. This is the Mortske's Millions. This is all the cars that I've got that made 1 million views on YouTube, and this shirt is $13.99. Dalton down at Pole Barn Garage said he's got the most affordable shirts on YouTube, so guess what? We had to beat him. He's got $14 shirts. We got $13.99 shirts, so head on over to mortske.com for this shirt and more. That's right, mortske.com. Now back to your regularly scheduled shenanigans. Get yourself a $13.99 shirt before they're gone. So check this out, just another service that Duff offers. We got these live mouse traps, and we got a live one. What's in there? Is there a mouse in there? We can't show them our patented catch and release program, so we'll have to send them back. All right, I'm gonna rehome this mouse. Now back to your regularly scheduled shenanigans. All right, we rolled it in, so I know it's not in gear. Will it turn over? Is that belt stretch, or does it turn it? That seems like belt stretch. Ooh. Oh, good grief. Well, we can either throw a battery in it, try cranking it over with the starter, or we can lift it up in the air, see if we can't put a bar on the teeth on the flywheel, or turn on the harmonic balancer, the nut up there. So let's lift it up in the air, take a look at the bottom side, see if we can't get this 200 silver diamond engine cranking over. I suppose we could pull some spark plugs. What fun would that be? All right, fine, let's pull some spark plugs and lube the cylinders. Well, 3 of the plug wires are there at least. Is the carburetor free? Oh yeah. Not looking good. Those spark plug electrodes are pretty dang corroded and rusty. And if those are rusty, that means humidity or precipitation or water or all of the above got into the cylinders. Looks like there's some rust and mouse house in there. Did the mice climb up through the exhaust? I bet they did. I hate mices.
I hate mices to pieces!
Let's see if we can't blow some of that out of there. I don't know how it's gonna work because you got one way in, one way out. And the way in is gonna be plugged with this thing. Oh boy. That white dust, it's good for you. It's not good for the piston though. See what's coming out back there? I'm guessing the intake is open, or the exhaust, probably the intake. And it's going through the intake and blowing out that cylinder because the intake valve's open on that one. That's definitely tied to the intake. That's kind of cool, actually. So this must be the exhaust, and the exhaust is plugged up from the mice. So it's got to go through the other cylinders. That's the intake. All right, let's fill those cylinders with some Zeppum. Now we're gonna run her up in the air, see if we can't get this thing barred over. Mojo's doing a little pressure washing, so don't mind the noise. I'm guessing it's a 220 engine, judging by the stamping in the oil pan. Straight axle, which I think, well, the later internationals were IFS, but they were straight axle for way longer than anybody else was. No power steering, no power brakes. About the only choices you got with these pickups was your transmission, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, short bed, long bed, and then half ton, 3/4 ton, 1 ton, so on and so forth. You didn't get many options with an international, or any pickup for that matter, in those times. Look at this giant exhaust pipe. A real nice runway for mice to get up into the engine. It does have an inspection cover we can pop off if we can get these flathead screws out to pry on that, so that'll be nice. You know, it's not nice when people pick stuff up with a forklift and bend the drive shaft. This is why I didn't want to roll real nice. That's gonna be not so good if we get it running and try to drive it, but you know, we're gonna try. Oh, look. Look, it was rubbing on the cross member even. Sweet. How fresh is that? Did we do that? No, kind of looks like it. Looks like somebody came with the forks right here and came across here. How did they not get the running boards? Anyway, giant rear end, giant brakes, giant stack of leaf springs. Nothing but the finest. Look at that big old 4-speed. It's even got a PTO cover so you can put a winch or a hoist or whatever you want on there. There's the fuel tank underneath the driver's side running board. It's even got a drain plug on there. Sounds empty. At least it's not all rusted out. Check out these cab mount bolts. Big old valve spring on them. That's how you get the superior ride quality of an international harvester. All right, let's see if we can get some flathead screws out and pull an inspection cover off. Oh, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, full of mouse house? For sure. They always are. Oh, not this one. International's sealed up tight. All right, the moment of truth. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Stinking mice went in the exhaust. Guaranteed. Ooh! Saw a little spark action. Time for a bigger bar, I guess. All right, let's crack the bell housing like we did on the 50 Chevy. Oh, sure enough, we've cracked the bell housing right here already from spreading it open. Right on that screw hole, that's the weak point. No bueno. God dang it. Oh. Sounds like it needs an LS to me. Oh. It ain't happening, kids. The other thing is, the drive shaft's bent, and it needs a front end swap, some independent front suspension, and a V8 overdrive. Lower this thing on the ground, get rid of a few leaf springs in the back. Yeah, that's what you're gonna want. Oh, I don't think there's any point in going any further with this thing. We tried. Maybe we'll leave it sit overnight, but she's stuck. We saw what was in the cylinders. You saw what came out. It's even worse in there. Yeah, we're just gonna tear some stuff up. Oh, crikey. All right, I got a couple things I gotta do tonight. So we're gonna do those things and we'll come back. We'll try it in the morning, but it's not looking good. Yeah, ATF and acetone ain't gonna make a difference either, so save your comments. All right, fresh day here. This thing's soaked all night. Let's see if it turns today. I got faith the Zep is gonna do its job. Ooh. Ah. It's a lot of force on there, and we know what happens when we put too much force. We break bell housings like we did on that poor little 216 Chevrolet six-cylinder in that 50 Chevy sedan. I'm gonna thread my Champion J8 spark plugs back in the holes, you know, to keep critters and water and everything else from getting in our stuck cylinders. So it's all ready to go for the next person. Also, Ben at 406 Garage, check him out. I think he's making YouTube videos again. He said to hang on to that battery. That's a collector, so I guess we better snag that battery out of there. But anyway, I think we're gonna hang it up on this one. This one's gonna be yard art for us until we find a new owner for it. Price and availability in the video description. I'm looking to get $1,000 out of this thing. I just saw one listed for $2,000. I don't know if he sold it. I thought, man, I could sell this thing for half that price. We picked this up as, well, kind of part of a package deal. Oh, I traded some labor. That's what the deal was. So we're not into it too deep. I just thought it was too cool of a truck. He was cleaning up the yard. He was going to scrap. We couldn't let it go to scrap. That being said, we're not going any further with this thing. I would recommend putting like a Mustang 2 or a Camaro front end, some type of independent front end with disc brakes and power steering, independent suspension, some type of V8, and an automatic transmission. Slam this thing on the ground, put like an 8.8 or a 9-inch in the back. Maybe bag it, 4-link it, I don't know, or just take a pile of leaves out, flip the rear end, give it a notch, get it nice and low. This thing can make a good work pickup. There is no title. I can help you out with the title. I got a guy, but it's gonna cost you about half the cost of the pickup for the title. Some states it's easier than others. North Dakota, it's not too bad.
Well, hello folks. Just getting my boots tied for the day. That leads us into today's video sponsor, Brunt Boots. I've been wearing Brunt boots for a couple years now. I've had multiple sets of them, mostly all in the Marin style. These are a Marin style with the Brunt toe, where it has this covering on the front and the back. I normally opt for the composite toe because I don't like getting my toes smashed when I drop things on it, and that happens a lot. I find it's a great value because it has a lot of the features I was looking for. It has really awesome tread, a composite toe, a waterproof body. One thing that's really great is the insoles in these. I can go through mud, snow, sand, water without having to worry about getting my feet wet. And my feet feel great at the end of the day because the insoles are just fantastic. Where other boots that I've owned take a good amount of time to break in, these I thought were ready right out of the box. I was very comfortable with them. I was right to work with them. So if you're looking for a work right out of the box boot, Brunt boots are your answer. Check out our link in the description or right here below. for $10 off your boot order. So thank you to Brunt Boots for sponsoring this video. Now I gotta get back to work.
We got a fun one for you today. The park board reached out to me. They're decorating for the fall season and they're gonna do a photo shoot and a pumpkin patch and all that stuff. And they said, hey, do you got an old pickup that we could borrow? I said, abso-freaking-lutely. So what do we got here? We got a 1953, or maybe it's a 54, I don't know how to tell the difference, L-Series International 110. So that's the smallest one they made. They came out with a 100 series in 1955. But anyway, this thing's got a 100 horsepower, 200 cubic inch silver bullet engine. I don't know, silver diamond they call it. Anyway, what we got to do is clean it up a little bit today. These trailer wheels / race car wheels, got to go. Put them on there as rollers. I got the stock ones. And I put tubes in them last night, so they should be nice rollers. Hopefully they don't blow up in any small child's face while they're trying to take family photos. It's missing the headlight ring, but it's in the cab. We're gonna grab some random headlights and stuff in there just to kind of tie the whole thing together. We're not gonna wash it. We're gonna leave all the moss, everything in there. We're gonna make sure it's all safe. And by safe, I mean, look at this jagged edge in the bumper. We don't need anybody getting their ankle caught on that. So we'll do some body work. Oh yeah, that's pumpkin patch worthy for sure. We're definitely not taking the corn chaff out of the grill because that's just gonna add to the authenticity of the barn find, field find, tree row find, fall things. The neat part about these Internationals is much like that gal that you dated in high school, the hood goes both ways. What? It's got an International low maintenance 6-volt battery. Not like the girl that you dated in high school. Like I said, both ways. How neat is that?
That's pretty neat.
So we're gonna make sure that's latched on both sides. First things first, let's get the stock wheels put back on it. I only had one original hubcap, but I found 3 baby moons that'll fit. It might say Ford, but beggars can't be choosers. Now Internationals and Mopars are kind of silly, like there's other vehicle manufacturers as well. You see that L in the wheel stud? You know what that means? Left-hand thread. The left-hand side is left-hand thread. So don't crank it to the moon with your Milwaukee Impact and snap them off. Ask DB. Bad things happen. And if you have never snapped off a left-hand thread wheel stud or lug nut, you're not trying hard enough. Righty, loosey. Oh, I forgot these are trailer tires. So freaking heavy. Ugh. Got the old 650 16 going on up here. Got a fresh tube in there. This is the Co-op Super all-purpose. So the 110 means that it's a half ton, 120 would be 3/4 ton, and 130, oh, lefty tighty. And the 130 would be the 1 ton. 3-speed manual. The later ones you could get with a GM-based hydromatic automatic transmission. I've never seen an International this early with an automatic. But I guess they made them. 115-inch wheelbase would be a short bed. This one's 127, which makes it a long bed. Oops, lefty-tighty. Silliness. These have a 4.5-inch bolt pattern, similar to Mopars and Ford cars. I'm not even sure if this is an original hubcap. I think this is from an earlier, like a K series or a KB series. Also, I drilled a hole in the center of it because I used it as an air cleaner lid for my old rat rod back in the day. Does this thing steer? Hopefully. There we go. Oh, that 200 inline 6 overhead valve. I didn't even look. I don't think it's a flathead. I think it's overhead valve in 53.4. Look at these cool wheels. They got the smoothie ring. They make a great reversed wheel. Although they're 16-inch, they're not a 15. Reminds me of a 50s Buick wheel. They had this cool offset. They made a really good reversed wheel. So this is almost like a factory reversed wheel. Yeah, look at the backside compared to the front of that. That's so smooth and sexy. International had it going on. So I got this random smoothie. It must have been an aftermarket hubcap. Then I got like a 44 Deluxe hubcap and a 48 Ford pickup hubcap. Maybe that's a car hubcap. I don't know. That's all I got that'll fit. I only had one International. Weird. Bet I had more. This old truck has seen some things. I think they got a tapered axle shaft with a keyway, and you really got to crank this nut down hard. because otherwise if this comes loose, then it can move around on your axle shaft and take out the spline, ruin your axle shaft, so on and so forth, which I think is what happened, because this nut has been brazed on, I'm guessing, to the axle shaft. And these are right-hand threads. They kind of threw me for a loop there, but guess what? Didn't snap any off. Farm trucks, they seen it all. The old farmers, they were ingenious for fixing things, though. I like it. Pretty decent brazing job. Speaking of farmer ingenuity, look at that custom-made bumper C-channel. It's got Colorado Farm 1968 license plates. How this thing ended up in southeast North Dakota, I don't know, but I got a hitch back here. See how smooth it is. She's been used a few times. Not square-headed bolts, though. That's pretty impressive. It's got these protectors over here to protect the fender, and I suppose the taillights probably were in there at one time. Nobody's cut a grain door in the tailgate, but it looks like somebody's tore a hole, and they did a pretty nice job of brazing that shut. I think they added these angle iron gussets in there. Looks like they're added on. I don't know, they wouldn't use that from the factory. International is pretty crude, but we weren't quite that crude. And no, we're not turning it into a tailgate bench. Now this thing is only a half ton, but look at that stack of leaves. Man, the overloads alone are what a stack of leaves are on these new pickups. Plus you got an even bigger main stack. Just a big old girthy drive shaft to boot. Delco Pleasurizer ribbed shocks. Oh yeah. All right, this thing is killing me. Always look at your wheel studs. We got L's on the right-hand side. Strange. Maybe somebody flipped that rear end upside down. I always love when people tell me stories about how you flip the rear end upside down in a demolition derby, so then you get 3 speeds in reverse. Because yeah, steering in reverse trying to hit another car at 70 miles an hour. Good luck. It's like driving a rear steer combine 70 miles an hour. That'll make your brown eye pucker.
Oh, that one puckered up my butthole.
Luckily, they left us the trim rings. A lot of times when guys steal the headlights for something else, they don't put these back on, or the screws. Speaking of screws, I don't see any. Just a spring that holds it? Huh. All right, let's see if we can find some headlights. Ever so gently tuck this wiring back in there for the next guy. This thing is actually 6 volt. If I were to put this back on the road, I would update it with 12 volts and a lot more horsepower and independent front suspension and disc brakes and power steering and all that good stuff. Got some good old 7-inch headlights. When they were a single headlight, they were usually 7-inch. And then when they went to the dual headlights, what, in 58 in most manufacturers? That's when they went to the 5.5-inch, and then they had separates for highs and lows. How does this even work? Don't fall and break. Put a little tension on this spring so that we can get her snuck out of there and over. Oh yeah, so close. I don't get how this is supposed to work. Probably why they went away from it. I can't get that clip to pop back through there. Whoa. That ain't gonna work. What's going on here? Clearly we should have consulted the operator's manual before doing this. Okay, you go in there. You gotta get it clocked right so that it goes in the... Maybe we just get... Okay, now we just gotta get that silly clip to hook.
Why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
I don't get it. I do not get it. Well, this is gonna be bass backwards, but what if we unhook the spring? Get that clip hooked. All right. Clip is hooked. Now we just got to get the spring hooked. All right, I guess that's the way we're doing it. Found the old, is it bezel or basil in the cab. Good enough. Probably not going to put a screw in it because I'm lazy and I don't think it's going anywhere. The other side's going to be way faster, right? Nobody stole this side, they just broke it. let's not cut ourselves. We don't need an emergency room visit for our donation to the park board. Ow! Oh man, we gotta get these lights to light up in the dark. You know, for yard art. That'd be pretty cool. If you know a good way to solar power lights in an old rig like this, hit us up, mortskerepair@gmail.com. Where's the silly clip at on this one? It doesn't have one. There's the spring. Wouldn't it be the opposite side? Oh, for cheese and rice. Is this side different? Well, okay then. Let's even hook the wires up. Maybe if it falls out, the connector will hold it in. Well, the screws are stripped out to hold that in place, but maybe the bezel will hold it? That's what we're hoping. Probably not, though. Looks way better with lights in it anyway. Good enough for a display. This is the side they're going to be taking pictures with, so let's do a little body work. Oh, my palm already hurts. We're going to get some body filler falling off, I got a feeling. Let's get a body hammer. You're going to want to use the 2.5 pound body hammer on this good international stuff. We didn't knock our headlight out, did we? Yeah, that's a money shot right there. Body by Mortske. Get your Body by Mortske decal at mortske.com. I don't want to do the whole pickup now. That was a pretty good whammo there. Other than that, that fender's straight. There's a whammy on the top of the cab. We're going to leave that. Oh, looks like some critter was trying to get in the bed. Passenger side's always worse. Let's try to do a little tapping on this fender. Oh, tap, tap, taparoo. Push in here and hammer out there. Let's get rid of that big ugliness. Not working. Oh, it's creased right there, pretty hard. Real hard, we're not messing with that one. Just pull that out mostly. We'll get that oil cannon out of there. How if we had a hammer and dolly? All right, let's leave it at that. It's a lot more presentable than it was. Next on the list, clean out this bed, not just for aesthetics, but because then the bed floor won't rot out. These actually have a steel bed floor in it. Yeah, I'm a fan of steel floors because I got a welder. I do have a table saw. I don't have a planer. I don't care to do carpentry work, so steel floors, that's where it's at. There is a chunk of railroad beam in here. We'll definitely be saving that for when we build our miniature railroad around the yard. Some angle iron scrap, a couple of electric fence posts, looks like some rebar made into fence posts, glass bottle, some wood, some weeds, some leaves, some branches. Anyway, let's get that all cleaned out and file it accordingly. What are the odds the tailgate will open? Well, that's a pleasant surprise. You know, oh, that's what happened to the tailgate. They let it swing down and hit that hitch too many times. That's why it's cracked out. All right, save the environment, Greta. Let's separate the recyclables. I'm gonna blow my back hole out. Oh boy. Where's John Henry when you need him? Oh, for cheese and rice. Not only is it a railroad beam, it's got concrete in it, so that'll make it even lighter. How can we work smarter and not, oh, can we get Ray over here? I bet we can. Oh, so close. Everybody needs a Ray in their life. Oh, what do we got here? Diet Coke. No, regular Coke. Oh, I bet these are tip tops, bed extensions. I bet this is the width of the box. Oh yeah. Haul all the grain in this thing, or cattle or whatever. If this old girl could talk. Like an old tire tube to me. It's not a tire tube anymore. Mesothelioma. Mesothelioma, flavor of the day. Look at that bed floor though. Pretty good for being what, 72-ish years old? Not bad. A couple of holes there in the middle, something must have been sitting there, and always at the front because that's where the stuff always sits. But yeah, I would say that's very usable. It ain't even all wavy like they've been hauling rock. It's always worse at the back because that's where they huck stuff in. You can see where all the cross members are, but it's pretty good back there and really good at the front. I think that's about gonna wrap it up. One last thing, we're gonna get some free advertising out of this deal. Not free. We're chewing up our Saturday, getting this thing ready. And then Monday or Sunday, we're gonna have to go get it again. But anyway, it's for the park board, so non-profit, right? We can help out. But we're gonna put some Mortske decals on it. The Mortske and Duff, just a little small 2-incher here. I'm gonna put that right in the corner of the window, so everybody knows who sponsored this hot rod. And we're gonna put the Mortske 64 wagon podunk version in the back window. Yeah, tasteful. Clean it up with the sleeve of my Mortske flannel. Should we put it over the bullet hole? We should center it no matter what we do. Where's the center? Right there-ish. There we go. That's gonna be a wrap. Had to come to town and check our truck out. There was just a squirrel. Oh, there he is. Eating the corn. Duff, you better stay in there. We don't need you harassing the city squirrels. So this is Hagley Park in Gwinner, North Dakota, and the park board is the ones who reached out to me. And they're doing, I don't know what they got going on. It's like a fall, they got football on the big screen, and they got, believe it or not, they're gonna have beer here. They're gonna have the bar have beer here, and they're gonna do pictures, and they got games and bingo, and I don't know, all kinds of fun fall stuff. But check this out, they did a great job with this thing. I mean, almost as great a job as I did. They got the old tailgate down so you can take some pictures in the bed. I think they had like some blankets and stuff set up there last night. It got pretty windy and rainy, so hopefully that dries up. But yeah, they got some pretty flowers, and old Miles Davis hooked them up with some pumpkins. It looks pretty good. So I guess when they get done with this, at whatever time everybody quits drinking beer, we gotta come fetch this up. But until then, I gotta go set some rafters. Hopefully this wind dies down, because I'm not a carpenter. So as if one International wasn't enough, we got two from that guy's place. This one is an L series. This was the predecessor. The hood opens both ways. It's got a little bit different grill in it. These came after the K series, the KBs, and these were the first to have the swept sight windshield, or I don't know. It's got a curved glass and a flat glass, which everybody had. Ford still had flat glass in 51, 52. This thing's a little bit rougher shape. Missing the driver's door, missing the passenger door. It was a spray pickup. The dash and a lot of stuff is super similar, and then they got the two-piece rear window. I think it's the same engine, but anyway, this guy had a little spray tank on the back of this, and he must have had this pump running off of the, oh, there was an engine mounted over there. I was gonna say it was running off the crankshaft, and there was a valve inside to turn it on. I suppose it's about 50-foot booms, 20 up each side and 10 across the middle, something like that. Beat the heck out of picking weeds by hand. It's got the floater tires on it on these custom rims they made. I don't know if we'll get to a will it run on this one. I think somebody should just come own this thing for like, I don't know, $400. Come get it. Look at that sweet steering wheel knob. Oh yeah. It still smells like spray in here somehow. Hasn't probably sprayed in 50 years. Anyway, this is a 110 as well. Half ton. I think this is the same wheelbase. God, maybe it's even the shorter wheelbase. Who knows? No bed. Does have the running boards. It's a parts pickup, I would call it. But anyway, that's the L110 for you. The predecessor to the R. The younger brother of the K. But wait, there's more. No wonder he don't never get nothing done. Mojo just out driving around in the 6.2. You're gonna run me over, all dang guy. Pay attention. He wanted to come check out our new 6.2. She's a rough Duff. No rides in that one today. Check this out. Every non-self-respecting individual needs a school bus in their yard, right? We got an International school bus. It's got the Superior body on it. It was converted into a camper with the screened-in porch. She's got the 110 option. It's been painted green, blue, yellow. This is a 150 series. She's a big dog. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same front end other than bigger wheel well openings. Check out them sweet blinkers on the fender. Unfortunately, this one ended up with the scrap guy and they poked a hole in the oil pan with the forks on the payloader, so this one needs an oil pan. But it's too cool to go to scrap, so I had to save it. It's a pretty short one. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of windows. Oh, let's show you the inside. We haven't even filled it full of parts yet. Just one Ford hood. DB sealed off the windows. Oh yeah, it's pretty classy in here. Got that sweet International horn button. Anyway, I got a bus. I'm dumb. Hopefully we fill it full of parts or just somebody comes and buys it. Superior Coach Corporation, Lima, Ohio. There you have it, a tour of all the unwanted Internationals that I have in my yard because I didn't want them and nobody else does either. If you want a bus, hit us up, mortskerepair@gmail.com. You could probably have that thing for like $500 too. Well, unfortunately, we were unable to get this 1954 International R110 running, but lucky for you, the content don't stop here. I also picked up a 1996 Jaguar that I want to steal the front end out of for a swap, you know, maybe put it underneath a straight axle old worn out 1954 International, or not. But anyway, let's see what we can do with this 1996 Jaguar. See if we can't get it running, maybe jump it over the railroad tracks. Who knows? Let's jump into it. Today the Duff Dog and I are going to see if we can't get this 1997 Jaguar XJ6 running. We're going to make a very, very feeble attempt. So the story on this thing is, this thing was on Marketplace for $700. I messaged the guy because I've been kind of looking for a front end because these front ends work really good under old pickup trucks that have straight axles and manual brakes and manual steering and all that good stuff because it's a Jaguar, so it's got power steering, power brakes, all that. And the front end just kind of drops out of place. It's got 4 3/4 bolt pattern. It's got big brakes, big bearings, all the good stuff. So I've been looking for one. Anyway, he wanted $700. I messaged him. I politely said, hey, I hate to be that guy. Don't mean to offend you. You could say no, but I will give you $200 for this thing. I'm a serious buyer. I got a trailer. I got cash. I just want it for parts. And he said, no, I owe $700 on this thing. I can't give you the title. I said, great, because I don't care about the title. I just want it for parts. And he said, I'll think about it. It wasn't but 4 hours later, he messaged me and said, hey, when can you come get this thing? So I headed up there. He kept the title. So we're not going to make much of an attempt to get this thing running. Well, unless it runs great, then I could give him an extra $500 and he'll probably give us the title. But I just want the front end out of this thing. I think this is one of the last years of the good front end. It was like 68 to 97 or something like that. The rear end is independent, so if somebody wants that or any of the parts out of this thing, hit us up, mortskerepair@gmail.com, and you can get it. You know, we'll save a few things. The aluminum wheels, it's got a brand new battery in it. We'll save the kitty cat on the hood. Let's take a look at this thing. So unfortunately, he got this thing at a buy here, pay here. He drove it for 2 days, and he said some belts broke. He got those fixed, and then it would never run again. So he had some pretty bad experience. He's driving Honda Accords and Civics now, so yeah. Big upgrade. He said it's been off the road since March or April. Sprinkling outside, you can't really tell, but this paint is all rattle can. Somebody rattle can touched it up. It's terrible. The tires are super, super weather checked. I would not drive on these things, much less make payments on a car that's running these things. They are a 225/60/16. It's missing the center caps. This thing was straight up luxury in 97. Is the hood open backwards? I haven't even opened the hood yet. So obviously, being an XJ6 means it is a inline 6-cylinder, overhead valve, fuel injecting. Look at this giant, girthy mama cast aluminum brake booster mount. Crazy. It's packed in there. I know on the earlier ones they had Lucas ignition, the Prince of Darkness. We did a Mortske minute on him a while ago, and everybody said the Prince of Darkness. The cool thing about these cars is the fit and finish is way better on European cars than American cars. They got seals all the way around the hood, both sides, dual hood latches. You know, I think it's the BMWs where they slide forward to work on them. Maybe it's the Mercedes. I don't know. One of those cars. But the Jaguar, this is why everybody puts small block Chevys in these things, because these things are terrible, I'm told. But I don't know anything about them. They got some pretty cool branding on the electric fan shroud. Sure enough, looks like it's got some new serpentine belts on it. Boy, the two kitty cats are almost kissing each other right there. I've always thought that these things look super cool with the 4 headlights. I mean, they had this same basic look from 68 till 97. Paisley, are you gonna come look at this car with us? All right, you better come look at a Jaguar. It's pretty awesome, huh? Yeah, what color is this Jaguar? Black. It's so wet. That's why I bought it, because it's black and it was wet, so it was dark. Can you say Jaguar?
Jaguar.
What's on the hood? What's that?
Cat.
That's a cat. What's cat say?
Meow, 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 meow.
That is a cat, but it's a Jaguar. You're not impressed, I can tell. It's 4 liters of Fury right there. Pretty awesome. Looks like we've got a little ABS action. I'm guessing this is our power steering reservoir. Oh, we do have the center cap over here. Hopefully this picks it up. Look at all the cracking in the paint up here. I don't know if they sanded it and tried painting this thing. It's terrible. It does have a moonroof though. Show them the inside, Pays.
Okay.
Look at how easy you can open that door. So easy, a 4-year-old could do it.
I'm 4.5.
Oh, a 4.5-year-old. Show them all the wood grain door panels. How nice those are. Oh yeah, and look at how neat that key is. It's not your regular key. It's kind of round with some slots on it. It's a Jaguar. Please don't lose that. And gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
Anyway, we're looking at how big the doors are, how much leg room and seat room. But then I sat back there. Not a lot of headroom, unfortunately. It's got a really nice headliner. Interior is unfortunately the best part. These are rear-wheel drive, independent suspension. Guy's been putting those in street rods for decades. I don't know what XJ stands for and L stands for. We'll have to figure that out. So, it's got a fancy battery, New and 3 at 25, so about the time he bought the car. Don't lose my key. We got the battery charger on it, so we can try to get it to run. I probably wouldn't put that key in your mouth. Who knows where that thing's been? Have you been smelling markers?
Yeah.
No. How do you think I can tell?
Because I got marker.
Because you got marker on your face. But it came with a Rudy Luther's downtown Jaguar license plates around. Came with some microfibers and some cleaner and a scraper straight from the O'Reillys. Great spot for the battery. Great spot for the fuses. Hey, can I have that key, see if it'll start? You gotta go to the dentist today. Stop brushing your teeth with that thing. All right, you go climb in the other side. Help me turn the key. Oh, you're in the front. I think we gotta put it in park. You think it's gonna start? Yeah? You got more faith than me. We got a code for an airbag. It's in sport mode. Here goes nothing. Looks like 211,203 miles. Well, let's take that big ugly Jaguar battery out of there. Put a DT78 in there, see if we can't get this thing cranking over, see if it runs. Oh, that's a lot of battery. What is this group? MTP49-H8. Good thing I just happen to have this MT93 T8 battery for a BMW that I got for free. And it tests good. No need for a battery sponsor this week. What a terrible clamp design. I guess we're gonna have to put a battery cable adapter on there. Son of a. Oh no, now we gotta go in there. Oh, perfect. Where'd the nut go though? Oh crap, that's the positive side. Oh, back to the drawing boards. All right, we're just gonna adapt one of our regular old bolt-on battery cable ends on here. Like somebody should have done years ago, like Jaguar should have done from the factory. Let's give her a crank with a new battery in it. Newish, different battery. The dinger's going, that's good, right? Sounds like a fuel pump running, maybe? Or is that the HVAC? Maybe a suspension air compressor? Here we go. She runs. You can only crank it over once, so you gotta cycle the key again. Well, the fuel gauge says 0, so that can't be helping the situation. How do you tilt the column for cheese and rice? What? It's got one wiper? Genius. He said this thing didn't run. Seems fine to me. Maybe it didn't like that. Red line's $6,000, FYI. Seems like it's making some funny noises, like a water pump or something. Something seems real angry up there. And I see a lot of rust behind that water pump. Seems like it runs really well though. We got some issues with the dome lights. I don't know what's going there, but that's really annoying. Don't worry, they're all doing it. Says it's charging. Looks like we got a low fuel light, maybe a coolant light. Trunk. Shut the door and the lights go off though, so that's a plus. Let's check that water pump situation out. Duff, if this thing just needs a water pump, should we pay an extra $500 and get the title? I don't know if I want to. Oh. Yep, there's your problem, kids. She's cooked. Speaking of cooked, that's the other thing is, how hot has this thing been run? I'm gonna look quick, see what a water pump for a 97 Jaguar goes for. See if I can show you guys this. I'm sure you could hear it. You could hear it when it was running, but your water pump should not have that much movement. Who would put a belt on that and not think to fix it? I could have looked at it and told you it was bad by the amount of rust on the backside of the water pump because the bearings are smoked. Looks like somebody put a new, oh no, that's the tensioner on the alternator. The bolt's been messed with. Maybe it's a new alternator, who knows? Oh, it's so far off that I threw, is that the power steering over there or is this just the AC? Anyway, I knocked that belt off with the high RPMs. It's laying down there on the floor. So maybe there's more to it. So that's what, okay, so there's the alternator, there's the water pump, there's the crankshaft. Where's the power steering at? No way it's electric. That looks like the AC compressor on that side. Maybe it runs off the timing chain, the timing cover? Because I'm guessing this guy right here, power steering fluid, right? No, imagine that, it's low. So, follow those. One goes into the radiator, so it must be for a cooler. And the other one goes down there. Oh yeah, sure enough, it's like a Cummins, runs off the timing cover. So we should have power steering. The belt that we threw off is only for the AC compressor, so no AC. We can live without that. And I think it's just from the water pump belt flopping around that knocked that belt off. Maybe. Or maybe it was 6,500 hitting it a couple dozen times. The belt's underneath there. We should be able to get it back on if we need AC. So it looks like on the old Rock Auto, I can get a new water pump for 80-ish bucks plus shipping. It'll take a while to get here. I don't know if I want to spend 500 bucks to get the title and then what, drive this thing or have to try to sell it. It needs tires. I'm sure it's got other issues, but anyway, I want the stuff that's underneath. So let's get this thing up in the air and see what that stuff looks like, because that's really what I wanted. But it runs, drives. We could beat on it. It's gonna overheat. I know as soon as we dump coolant in, it's just gonna pour out that water pump because that thing is smoked. I've been under a few Cougars, but ain't been under a Jaguar. Let's take a look at this. I have owned a couple of Cougars. Get your mind out of the gutter. Found the belt underneath there for the AC. It's a Gates belt, so it's a good one. Also, there's a spare in the trunk, and the compressor's running now, so. Sorry about the sound quality. This is actually a real shop, not a studio. I peaked, so it's gonna be hard to recreate the excitement, but it's good. Let me show you. We're gonna go right to the culprit. Look at this, we've all seen the meme on the internet about the stack of welds and stuff, and it's always on exhaust. But there it is. This literally is the meme. I'm assuming there was a catalytic converter there at one point. It's so glorious. And there's more, and you can see a little soot up there. Believe it or not, it's leaking exhaust. I can't imagine how. Oh. Wow. That's good. I hope they did that at the buy here, pay here lot where this thing probably came from. Good grief. Well, maybe it wasn't the catalytic converters. Maybe there was more of them because there's mufflers and cats back here. All right, let's look at the bottom of this thing. Oh yeah, that is a pretty new alternator. Looks like we got a front main seal leak, or maybe it's power steering. I don't know, it's pretty oily. So you get a rack and pinion with these things. You get some big disc brakes. It's a pretty heavy duty cast control arms up top. Same deal on the bottom, but they got a stamped steel pocket for the spring. I've never messed with one of these, but I thought they bolted from the bottom, but I guess not. Maybe I got the wrong one. Looks like it bolts sideways. I thought you could just take the whole thing out, set it up underneath the car. We're gonna have to make shock mounts because the shock mounts look like they go to the inner fender. I thought these bolts went vertical, but if you integrated this onto a pickup, you can use the rubber mounts, but a lot of guys just weld it straight solid to the frame. So yeah, so the spring mount is up there in the control arm. It looks like it's all one piece. You bolt in here. And then where is it bolted in at the front? It's gotta be bolted in somewhere, right? Looks like the sway bar is all attached to that. It's got this strut rod that goes from side to side. And it looks like there's just another mount right up there above the upper control arm. I thought it'd be up front, but it's not. It's just all frame rail up here, and the core sport's attached to that. So kind of an interesting design. Nothing like the Novas or Volaris or, well, I guess it's kind of similar to the Crown Vic. All right, let's check this thing out. Look at that tranny mount. Cast, aluminum. Looks like the tranny's been weeping a bit as well. Almost looks like it's leaking out of the dipstick tube there. I just gotta go back and check this Ray Charles welding out one more time. God, it's so glorious. I wanna cut that chunk of pipe off and start a wall of shame. Floors are solid. City car, hasn't been jumped. Oh, I heard a little rust right there. Must have been a support that's gone. Yeah, that's the flooring. Oh yeah, look at this thing. That's structure that's rust jacking. Getting a little soft there. Oh yeah. Yep, that's carpet. That's all carpet right there. This car looks really good from the outside, but she's really rusty. Look at all that wiring just hanging out there. She's shot. How about this independent rear? This looks way easier to unbolt. Looks like you got a mount there, and then there must be, just take the springs off the top. Oh, there it is, stamped Jaguar. So there's your axle shafts, there's your knuckles. Looks like, I don't know what they call them, spindles back here, but they're cast aluminum as well. Kind of a coilover shock spring design. I mean, that's some girthy stuff. They've been putting these in hot rods since the 60s. I think they've been putting independent suspension in Jaguar since the 50s. But yeah, guys will polish those all up and polish the rear end up, get them chromed and all that stuff. They look pretty neat, but not really my jam. Again, everything's super overbuilt, heavy duty stuff back here, so it's real good. Man, look at the geometry. There's some engineering going on there. Good stuff. Let's take a closer look at this thing, mainly on the inside, but this wiper just gets me. It's the old Cyclops. Why does everybody not go to just one wiper in the middle? I wonder what the coverage is like. It's raining outside right now. We could check it out. Oh, the 4-liter badge is torn up. Son of a biscuit. You want to go for an RID, don't you? So many pretty lights. 211,203 miles. 150 speedometer? Crazy. Check engine lights. Oh, this is a 97, so it should have OBD2. Does that go out when it runs? I think it does. You're right, it does. Just the low coolant light on, which is to be expected in the low fuel. We gotta show you these controls. So you got power seat over here, which is not working. Lumbar, nothing. Maybe the key's got to be on. Power seat. None of them are working. Those must be the wires that are hanging out the bottom of the car. Window works though. How about the right one? Oh yeah. Moonroof? Oh. It's... I don't get it. It's not see-through. You got any sweet Ray-Bans? Nope. Map light. That's the roof. Oh, I don't know if I want to open it. Will it ever close again? Yeah, it don't work. I hear something happening. I don't want to put my finger in there. Yeah, I think it's stripped out. Garage. That's another dome light. Fog lights. Headlights? Or what are these? That's blinkers. High-low beam. Trunk pop? Oh, that's working. Oh, this is the headlights. Yeah, there's the headlights. Now they're working. We got traction control. On and off. Odometer. Oh, we can get average, instant, fuel. Speed, range, distance, all kinds of good stuff. Speed control. Oh, that's for the... Oh, how neat is that? For the cruise control. Oh, then that's how you set it. Off, on. That's your resume, and that's your set. This is wipers over here. Oh, yeah. It's actually really good coverage. It goes all the way down over here, not quite over there. Look at the Jaguar stereo AM FM cassette. It does have a CD option, so maybe you could get one in the trunk. Heated seats, front and rear. Let's see if that comes on. Well, that's how you lock the doors? No way! For neat. So I got defrost, rear defrost, digital temp up and down. Oh, there's our fan. Oh, exterior temp, 68 degrees. And we've got auto, of course. All kinds of buttons in here. I don't know what S and L. Oh, that's sport mode. Yeah! Normal, sport. Well, I don't know what we got going on here for a shifter. Reverse, neutral, drive, overdrive, I suppose. 2, 1. No, there's not even a 1. Oh, we got e-brake over here? Definitely not going to touch that because that'll never come back off. Somebody needs to put these seats in their 1955 Chevy pickup for sure. What do we got in here? Oh, cup holder? Terribly designed cup holder. At best. Kind of, oh, black ice, of course. Valet. Where's my valet at? Oh, wait. Here's where the buy here, pay here was. Juana Car Auto Sales. Do you want a crappy car? Come on down to Juana's. Do you want a car that's gonna break down on you? Come on down to Juana's. Do you want a car that you're gonna scrap out after driving it for a week? Head on down to Juana's. Do you want to buy a Jaguar and make a poor financial decision? Head on down to Juana's. Do you want a car but got no credit? Head on down to Juana's. Do you want a car with 13-year-old tires on it? Head on down to Juana's. Do you want a car with custom exhaust? Head on down to Juana's. Do you want a car that smells like buyer's remorse? Head on down to Juana's. Little trees, black ice not included. Oh, I'm gonna have to hang on to Juana's there. That's classic. Look at all this fancy wood grain. Nothing but the finest. Oh, I gotta show you the ashtrays. The one in the back seat's even better. Oh, unlock. Enhance.
Enhance. Enhance.
You gotta have the key on to unlock the doors for dumb. Silly Jaguar. Check this gas cap out though. It says that it's magnetic, and the cap even has the Jaguar on it. But I suppose there's supposed to be a metal thing there to hold your cap so that you didn't just leave it sit on your car. But the metal piece is gone. Interesting gas cap location. Probably feels way better than ones on the side. All right, here it is. Check this ashtray out. Pew! Oh, now it's broke. Oh, there we go. Pew! Pew! Yeah. My parents had one of these when I was growing up. I would be playing with that all the time. Also, if my parents had one of these growing up, I probably wouldn't have grown up to be the individual that I am. Let's dump some water in this thing and see how bad it pours out of the water pump. You know where to dump coolant in on a Jaguar? I'm guessing this one. Won't open hot. Well, it's full. How can that be? Pfft, perfect. Let's run it. How can it not be running by the bearings on that water pump? I don't trust this. This is why I like radiator caps. I'm gonna at least take the radiator hose off or crack it loose to see if coolant weeps out of it, so we know we got coolant at least up to there. You know, because I care about my Jaguar. I don't want to cook the 4-liter. This forward tilting hood does not make things very accessible. Poor decision, Jaguar. Well, it's wet up there. Oh, tell me that they filled this thing full of stop leak. Well, there's coolant up to there. There's a lot of that stuff. Oh, that's just aluminum. It's fine. I guess we don't need to put coolant in it. Let's try putting some petrol in it and see if the fuel gauge is not working. If it starts coming up, we're golden. If it doesn't, well, it's already got fuel in it. We're also golden. Why do you turn those lights off? Why are those lights even on? Is it the brake lights? Why are those lights on, Duff? There. Fill her up. Ooh. Off. Good thing there's a drain hole when you overfill it. The old anti-siphon flap's in the way. Don't worry, we can fix that. Now let's try it. Golden. Well, I think Juana sold us a vehicle that Juana checked the gas with a stick because the fuel gauge ain't working. You show them what else we found? Oh, we're checking the trunk out in this thing. Guess what we found? The CD changer. What is empty? Guess what else we found? Full-size aluminum spare. It's missing the center cap as well. Dang it. Michelin though, nothing but the finest. What was over here? Hold down. Nothing good. Did you take this thing for a ripski, Duff? May as well. Jaguar. Alright. Duff's ready to rock. Little exhaust leak. Oh, seatbelt. Let's adjust them up because, you know, luxury. Never mind, that's all the way up. AutoZone says next oil change. Shut up. 412 of 22 at 216,000. So, yeah, this thing hasn't got many miles in the last 3 years. Hey, it backs up. How do I adjust my mirror? Come on. I guess we just adjust it manually. Will it do a burnout? Make sure it's in sport mode. Let's put it in low. Brakes won't hold. Dang it. This thing sucks. Maybe if we do a neutral drop. Oh, this exhaust is terrible, Duff. Brakes are pretty... And they're not terrible, they're soft. I bet it'll get quieter if we roll the window up. There we go. Ooh. Why is... I'm not on the gas. It, kind of just revs to the moon on its own. Idles at 2,500. We're up to $3,000 now. Vacuum leak? Who knows? Let's rip it. Those brakes are pretty good. I can feel Duff's face kissing the back of my seat. How's the get up and go of the inline six? You know? It's not bad. Other than the fact that it literally, I haven't set the cruise control and it's cruising at 70 mile an hour. So it's not so good. But we have a track fail code, an SRS airbag. We don't need airbags. We die like real men. Have we ever had a vehicle on the channel that's got airbags? I'm sure we have. Oh, we're down to 60 miles an hour, but I'm definitely not on the accelerator. Let's see if the cruise works. Come on, cruise. Oh, I bet with the traction fail stuff, we're not gonna get cruise control. Dang it, what a pile! You suck, Jaguar, do better. So much room to lick yourself back there, huh, Duff? The temp coming up? Oh yeah, we're into the normal range. It quit raining, so we can't try the wipers. It's actually like, if we fix that exhaust, it's pretty quiet in here. It's like very well sealed up. It's pretty clean. Doesn't smell terrible. I wish this seat went back a little bit more. Maybe it's just the wires unhooked. It's not like a plush ride. I feel like it needs a taller sidewall. It's kind of like stiff. You know what I'm saying? The 225/60s. Like if you put like a 235/75 pickup tire on this bad boy, she'd be right uptown. I don't hate it. I'm not putting a water pump in it though, or paying an extra $500 to get the title to throw another $500 at wheels and tires to throw another day at putting a water pump and exhaust on it. It's not happening, kids. We're cutting this thing up for sure. But if you need some parts, if you just want to buy what's left after we take the front end apart, we'll be really nice taking it out, I promise. Hit us up, mortskerepair@gmail.com for all your 97 Jaguar parts. There's a little tear in this seat. But yeah, they'd make pretty good seats if you're into putting bucket seats in your hot rod. Sport mode. I really like the black and silver Interior, it's pretty good. Pretty good color combo. Good oil pressure, coolants. I like how they got a C and an H, cold and hot, and then they got an N for normal. Same with the oil, they got an N in the middle. And the oil pressure and the water temp are both sitting right on the ends, so minty, right where they gotta be. It's pretty crazy, an inline 6 and it zings right up to 5,500. This is not bad. I mean, it's no V12 car, but we also paid $200. We gotta go get this thing on the gravel, Duff. Do some real Jaguar things. How the railroad tracks. Soak some right up. Ugh. Track fail. We fixed the coolant thing. No. Nope, we're not doing it. Cruise doesn't work, otherwise I'd fix it. Speed control on. Like I said, I bet. Oh! The cruise works now. Resume. Oh, maybe that. No. No. Oh, I wasn't pushing it and holding it. You gotta press and hold the set button. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell with that giant vacuum leak. We need to, or whatever that's causing this thing to rev to the moon. That's got to be fixed too. But yeah, somehow with that terrible water pump, it's not overheating. Or maybe it's just that the electronics on this car are so terrible that the gauge is reading that it's normal, but it's really gone nuclear right now. That could be. Cruise is definitely working now. Dang it! I really want to hate you. Oh, windows are frogging up. How do we turn on the defrog, Duff? Well, we're not going to get the AC part going because I think it needs power steering. That's definitely what it's leaking because it does not power steer very well. And it's not the belt because it's driving right off the front of the engine. I wonder. Let's do the manual shift thing. This car's just like so polite. Like, if we fix that exhaust, it's just, do you have any Grey Poupon?
Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?
Just do a burnout, you loser. Pushes right through the brakes. Oh, she launches hard though. Second! You're not supposed to shift, I got you in sport mode! This thing is... It's pretty good. I don't hate how good it accelerates. It's quite impressive. The brakes aren't like a Ferrari. Oh, the steering. We're gonna have to fix the leak, but I think it's on the pump side. Let's hope so. Now is it getting warm? Nope, still not getting warm. Stupid Jaguar. Oh, and the track light came off. Son of a... This thing's just getting better by driving it. And by driving it, I mean flogging on it. This thing pulls exceptionally hard. Shifts at 5,500 RPM. That is crazy for an inline 6. I mean, that's European stuff. You ain't doing that with no 300 Ford or 235 Chevy, that's for sure. Whoop. All right, we gotta see how this thing does on the gravel. Oh, that steering. It's topped off. That's why I won't do a burnout. It's a freaking posi. Oh, and it's got ABS, but we got the sport mode and the traction off. So why doesn't it spin both tires? Oh yeah, dual rooster tails. I can only hold it in second. I can't hold it in first. That sucks. I bet it'll drift some corners really well, though. You hanging on? All right, here we go. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Why is nobody drifting these things? These things are great. Independent rear suspension? Oh my. Jag. Oh man, that's some good stuff. Okay, it's not that fast, but it's pretty good. It'll definitely break the speed limit in second gear. I don't hate this shifter. I hate that I can't put it into first gear. That really sucks. I want to lock it in first gear. There's no way it'll whip a donut. Oh, well, maybe on gravel. That's no fun, though. I got it sliding there for a second, and then it just kicked out. Track fail. You failed me, track. Yeah, it's like it kicks the whole engine out instead of applying. Usually don't the track lock stuff, they like apply the brakes. This thing like just kicks the engine out. Let's do it. Oh, that was second. Yeah, for 13-year-old tires, she sings pretty good. And still is not overheating. Oh, what do we do with this thing? Like, to put it on the road, I need to go give him another $500 to pay off his note against it. Put another $500 in tires, fix the exhaust, fix the power steering leak. It doesn't like perform, like it sucks you can't hold it in first gear. Won't do a burnout. You can't, with the whole ABS thing, you can't do donuts and slide corners, so we can't make it a drift car. And if I fixed all those things to like try to flip it and sell it, oh, it's super rusty over here. No. We gotta cut this thing up. Comment down below what you think we should do with this thing, but I don't see any other option other than cutting it up. But there's a good drivetrain there for somebody. If you want to swap a Jaguar drivetrain, that sounds terrible. Oh, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. But we know my suspension, front end steering and stuff is good. We got some leaks. Is it gonna start running again? Yeah, I see you throw it hard into a corner like that. It cuts out. Whoa! Yep, cuts out. See? Just cuts out on you in a corner. I mean, that might have something to do with Prince of Darkness, Lucas Electrical. It might be a safety thing. Who knows? It might be magic. I know how we can do a burnout. Neutral drops. Wah, wah, wah. Sorry, Jaguar transmission. I don't think it's happy.
This thing sucks.
Hold on.
Put it out the button.
I wonder if it is getting hot and the temp gauge is lying.
It smells more.
Yeah, it had way more power than this before. I think it's hot. Oh yeah, I was gonna go show you how it rips, but it's not ripping anymore.
Not ripping. It's been ripped.
To the sport, yeah, it's still in sport mode. All right, it's junk now. What is that? What is? It's got a no transmission lights.
It's pretty angry. All the lights are on.
I wonder if we turn it back on again. Because this thing actually kind of rips pretty good. The power steering runs off the front timing set. It doesn't have a pulley. Oh, and it also just idles really high. Probably shouldn't have shut it off. Oh. Is the transmission back? Yes! Yay! Yay! Oh, it's back into sport mode. So where's the traction lock off?
Look over. Come get him! We'll catch him.
We'll get him. Oh yeah, we're back, baby! Did it feel like the rear end kind of left the chat when I let off the gas there?
The old,
the jag body shuffle.
Okay.
Because in the rear end,
like
something's definitely broke.
I don't like that.
Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?
It does the old
It's
shit.
not bad.
No, it's pretty dirty.
Well, other than what's going on back there. Wiggle, 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 what? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Something's broken the back end, I feel like.
Yeah, imagine it has anything to do with what you're doing in the yard.
Shut your cake hole. I can't imagine it has anything to do with all the corrosion underneath. Everything torn loose from the rust. But it drives pretty straight.
I mean, it rolls at 90 pretty well. Duff, you having a good time? Oh, yeah.
Cruise even works.
Again?
Yeah, I just had it on. The welds on the exhaust really make it sound great.
What?
Yeah, that. Bringing a load into the elevator.
Got the jag brake on.
The jag brake.
Jag
The
brake.
jag brake.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Oh, got it. It slipped a little bit there.
No, it just, when you go around corners, the engine just kind of dies. Also, the pedal has two settings, on and off. Oh! How do we make the wiper work? Turn on the wiper. It's so weird.
It does get the whole window.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm so excited now I owned a car that I could put in sport mode and has a transmission exited the chat light. Yeah, I can't get it to move off of that. The end.
It must be
Normal. Nuclear. Nuclear.
I was gonna say neutral, but yeah, that works too. What do you do with that old switcherooski there?
Cruise control.
Oh. What?
Yeah, something's definitely broke in the rear. When you like let on and let off, it's like
It's moving around a lot. Oh, it's moving around quite a bit. She's got a little shake to the backside.
got a little shimmy. Got a little junk in the trunk.
Oh my! I'm shaking over here. The camera's bouncing.
Oh! It went over 7!
Oh, it's smoking bad. Oh boy.
We'll go over 7 again. That was awesome.
Do it again.
The finest quality. It's fine. Loves it. Tech tip of the day, you can take your Jaguar and rev limit it for like 30 seconds, and then the rev limiter goes away and you get it to the moon. It idles better now than it did before. Clear to know. Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?
No.
What's wrong?
This thing stinks bad.
Like what?
Like the clutch.
There's no clutch in it.
There's no clutch.
You want to hear $7 grand?
Not gonna do it now. Yeah, sometimes it just quits rev limit and it goes over $7 grand. I think we just needed to clean the carbon out.
Yeah, the old cats are leaking down here. They're meowing.
Meow meow. Still running cool as a cucumber. That is a fine automobile.
It really was fast, and then when you let off.
Don't go buy a Jaguar. You heard it here first. What's smoking? Is that the cats that hot? So the catalytic converters must be plugged up because they're just smoking. She's a hot cat. All right, we got her parked out. Well, it's not quite in Skid Row. It's in daily driver lane over here. How's that groundwater, you silly dog? Anyway, it's cold. I gotta wrap this video. The Jag was a whole lot of fun. There's some electrical quirks. My ears are cold. Get your fleece beanie cap at mortske.com because it is fleece beanie cap season. So thank you very much for watching. It's kind of a mishmash of stuff this week. We had the internationals, and then we had this Jaguar. Things didn't go well on the international. Things went pretty decent on the Jaguar, I thought, considering I just wanted a front end. We got a sweet car out of the deal. But I think we're just gonna cut the front end out of it. Unless you wanna buy it without a title, hit us up, mortskerepair@gmail.com. I'll definitely sell that thing. Price and availability in the video description on all these. And actually I listed the Green International, and that thing sold right away locally, so that is gone. So you can't come by the R Series International. Went to a local guy and we actually got some more stuff from him. It went like less than 2 miles away from where I bought it. Small world. Anyway, go check out the merch, mortske.com. We got fleece beanies, we got hoodies, we got flannels, we got everything for this cold, foggy weather. And we got the newest, least expensive shirts on YouTube, $13.99. Head on over to mortske.com. Get yourself one of those. They're gonna fly off the shelves, I got a feeling. So, all right, on to the next one. Remember, it doesn't matter how you get done, as long as you're having fun. Jags, Internationals, basically the same thing. Whole lot of fun. All right, I gotta get in the tow pig and deliver a Cadillac. Back to work.